So let's get started. Number one, speed to market's going to continue to be king. And when the construction project's going on, you're not making money. You got to get those chips working. It was obviously important last year, and it's going to continue to be important next year, whether you're building for AI or crypto. So getting these facilities built fast and built right first time is going to continue to be a big deal.
More and more billion-dollar investments or more and more billion-dollar announcements around the data center space. We need to build faster. We need to get online quicker. We need to accelerate project delivery.
The size of a single building for a data center and how much you can fit into it is now increased a lot more than what was anticipated.
We're going to continue to see these projects getting bigger and bigger, the campuses, the facilities. Not sure if anybody keeps records on these things, but I would predict that we're going to see a lot of records broken.
The idea of being able to build a single large data center has now been proven possible, right? And now everybody else is scrambling to try to do the same. I think we're going to end up seeing a lot more kind of those sort of projects.
As direct to chip cooling becomes more and more popular and really maybe even a requirement for AI facilities, project design and engineering is going to get more complex, and it's going to create an opportunity for MEP contractors that are designing and building to rise to the top.
What we already know is that there's for instance, here in America, there's a 500,000 person labor shortage in the construction space. The labor shortage in construction is not specific to data centers. It is specific to every vertical. So how do you begin fighting and recruiting and retaining the best talent to deliver these projects?
Not everybody can build these data centers. Like I said, they're getting more and more complex, especially with D2C. Is also the adoption and the growth of prefab and modular. Companies are looking to build the components and assemble them off-site and then bring them to the project so they can do all the hard work in the controlled environment.
It's going to be really, really important in trying to get data centers being built out in sort of key market areas where it's sort of high population, high usage. Question really comes down to who's going to be able to get the land and the power in those key markets, right?
A little political, but if Doge comes in and fulfills their promise of slashing regulation, it ought to result in a lot more energy projects, permits getting approved, and I think this could really accelerate the pace of construction and development in the data center space. Obviously, demand is huge.
And then 2025 is about execution, and I think that's when we're going to feel this bottleneck. Execution is the name of the game in 2025.